hailing from San Francisco, California. He weighed in at 156 pounds with a record of 18 wins, 3 losses. He has 5 wins by way of knockout. Please welcome to the ring, Irish Pat Lawlor. And his opponent across the ring, on my left, fighting out of the red corner, is recognized as one of the young superstars of boxing today. He is wearing white trunks with red trim and fighting out of the First Fighters Squadron in Campo, California. His weight, 154.5 pounds. His record, 32 wins, 3 losses with 18 wins by way of knockout. Introducing the WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World, known as Terrible, Terry Norris. Referee in charge now to give instructions once again, Joe Cortez.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Obey my commands at all times. Good luck to both of you. Shake hands. Good luck. Terry, get in your corner, Terry. Get in your corner.
You didn't think Norris would fight, or Lawlor would fight with the hat on, did you?
Okay.
I kind of hoped he would. Round 1, scheduled for 10. The Norris staples, power and speed, well-disciplined, piercing jab, wicked left hook, steady right, throws a lot of punches. Good technician, terrific counterpuncher, very adaptable. He's got a terrific package, likes to hit people on the way down, as Pat Lawlor mentioned to us in our interview yesterday. Told us after watching tapes of Lawlor, he's a boxer who might be a little scared. Norris said, I'm looking forward to Lawlor coming out to try and knock me out. I'll take it to him and pressure him with body shots. We'll see.
Well, Lawlor doesn't look scared. He looks a little apprehensive. He's fighting jittery right now. Wide open stance. I don't know what that may be good for hitting a home run. That's not too good for boxing. Look at that stance spot.
He's trying to get his legs under him, almost to prepare himself for the shock of getting hit.
Yeah.
Lawlor told us he plans to stay in the center of the ring, which is exactly what he didn't do against John Jackson 2 fights ago for the WBO junior middleweight title. That was a night to forget for Lawlor, and down he goes. This might be another night to forget. 5, 6, 7, 8. He might start going back to the corners again. Now it's just survival time for Irish Pat Lawlor.
There's just such a huge disparity in talent here, but Pat Lawlor's a brave guy who's going to give it his all. I just don't think his all can be enough.
Not even close.
Not against the quality of Terry Norris. And Norris looking to put Lawlor away here in the first round.
He's a great finisher, is Norris. Very fast hands. And boy, what dynamite in those fists.
Well, he was certainly right on the mark against Pat Lawlor, telling us he would be apprehensive and scared in the early going. Here's a left hand by Norris.
Pat Lawlor right now is just in a defensive mode. He's in a survival mode. And, it's just a matter of time. It really is.
Another left. Lawlor smiling, but that had to hurt. He was rocked.
He smiled, but his eyes rolled up in his head. And he was hurt, and hurt right now.
A shooting gallery for Terry Norris in the first round. Solid shot to the body. Now Norris working upstairs with the right and the left. And down goes Norris, slipping after throwing a right. The impact of that swing took him to the canvas.
Well, Lawlor can tell his grandchildren he had terrible Terry down.
On the canvas.
What?
Lawlor, a most engaging personality, real nice guy, but looks to be in over his head, well over his head, leading from the mouth, and that's it for round 1. A nightmare for Lawlor.
You can't have a clearer demonstration of the difference in class. seemed to happen so fast, but it was a perfect left hook, and down goes Lawlor with just almost no chance of getting up, but he did. He got up.
As is the case in most flurries, a man swinging, his hand goes down, boom, the counter over the top of the dropped right hand, and on the floor he is.
All right, check us out.
Boy, he's fast and powerful with it, and has evil intentions.
Round two. Interesting, between these two fighters, they've beaten Leonard, Durant, Benitez, Curry, and Taylor, although Leonard, Durant, and Benitez were way past their prime. Lawlor beating Benitez and Durant.
Well, we did the Sugar Ray Robinson fight, Sugar Ray Leonard fight. Let me tell you, I would love to have seen Sugar Ray in his prime fight Norris in his prime. That would have been just a wonderful exhibition of boxing, because, Sugar Ray Leonard and him would have been just dead war.
Maybe you're accurate in saying Sugar Ray Robinson, too. I'd love to see either Sugar Ray.
I'm afraid I saw Sugar Ray in too many fights to put him into that category. That guy was terrible to fight.
Lawlor looking to survive after being put to the canvas in the first round. Lawlor has lost 2 in a row, while Norris is riding an 11-fight winning streak.
Norris is just having a little fun now. You know, he's not really trying to bury him this second. He's just taking his time. He's getting a little work. He's got the left hook right on the money every time he throws it.
And Norris probably fought the perfect fight against Sugar Ray Leonard.
That he did. Well, Lawlor seems to be fighting with a guy that has a great deal of insurance. The referee told him, he assures him he's there for his safety, and he's not going to let him take a big beating. When you have that kind of escape clause, you figure, well, I can take it easy here. The referee's going to help me.
And now Norris pressing the attack against the rope. Lawlor able to get out. Lawlor with blood dripping from above the left eye.
Lawlor's credit, he's throwing some punches back. He's actually making an effort, not just trying to survive and ward off the attacks of Norris. He's trying to land some punches.
Lawlor very realistic. He lost his last fight in Tokyo to a fighter named Hitoshi Kamiyama. He says, look, I've got myself in shape since then, and I'll just do my best against Norris and try to surprise him. But nothing doing in that area as of yet.
There are no surprises here. No, quality will out.
He's having a much better round than he did in the last round, to his credit, but again, he just doesn't have the talent of a Terry Norris.
I like Lawlor's mind. He hopes to come forward and rough up Norris, but then he added sometimes you make plans and don't always stick to them.
Yeah, it's hard to carry out those plans when you're laying on the floor.
Okay. Well, I think somebody forgot to tell Norris about the plan. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck?
What the heck?
Look out. Joe Cortez getting in the way.
Referee acting as a backstop.
Norris just measuring Lawlor out. And a heavy combination to the head by Norris. Lawlor's in trouble in the corner.
Lawlor's trying to use the same counter hook that dropped him on Norris, but the effects are nowhere near the same.
Feel good? There you go. You heard what happened when he hit him with that right hand to the belly here, right? Take deep, huh? Take a deep. Now take some deep through your nose, right from here. Through your nose. Breathe up. There you go. Wipe your face. That's good. Now, Sarah, a couple more jabs coming in, okay? The other thing is you got to take that body. Right? But you're concentrating too much on the head. Hey! Kidding. He's already looked. Jesus Christ. Look at it. Look. I already saw it. It's all right. I don't want to water. All right, seconds out. Seconds down. Let's go, fellas. All right, seconds out. Let's go.
Joe Goosett and Arlen Norris Sr. working the corner there. Terry Norris recently let his trainer Abel Sanchez go, telling us, hey, my dad's been in my corner 18 years. He made me who I am. Sanchez was there 3 years and took the credit. So out went Sanchez.
It's amazing that they let Lawlor come out with all that Vaseline. Yeah, it's not Vaseline, cement. Yeah. I don't think that, that will stay on too long anyway with the punches, but they usually don't let you get by with that. I mean, that's a whole load of cement up there.
Well, as the referee said before, he's there to protect him, and if that'll help a little bit, so be it.
And Lawlor says, come on. Give me some more. Showing a little macho here. Pushes Norris back with a right. Norris, though, he just looks like he's toying with Lawlor. Toying and destroying.
Norris's corner wanted him to jab a little more, and he hasn't really jabbed that much, but he almost doesn't have to.
Norris continues to land, and a right to the body by Norris.
Well, Lawlor's got guts, but very little business to be in the ring with a guy with this much savvy.
I'll tell you one thing, he's showing a lot more action, at least, than he did against John David Jackson for the WBO title 2 fights ago.
I don't know if he's showing action. He's the one that's receiving the action. The action is coming from Norris.
But I don't know if you saw that fight. At least he's moving around. He kept going into the corners, and now he's really in trouble, getting rocked. But he survived. The mouthpiece went flying out of Lawlor's mouth moments ago.
I'll tell you, he's one tough customer. He's taking punch upon punch, and he's still offering something back. No more mouthpiece. He's cut. He has every reason in the world to quit, but he wants to fight.
And now there's a stoppage that Joe Cortez goes over to the Lawlor corner so he can get his mouthpiece back.
Boy, look at that guy walking in slow motion to clean off that mouthpiece. He is not in a hurry. Look at this. Calm, deliberate.
A much-needed rest for Lawlor. Meanwhile, Norris bouncing around in his corner and ready to go right back to work.
Well, and those kind of dream fights that you think about, Bobby, think about him with Chavez. Think about this pent-up dynamo here with Chavez. What a fight that's going to be if it gets to be made.
Well, I'll tell you, I think he's just a little too big for Chavez. Greatest Chavez is 140 pounds. Here's 154 of almost, if not equal talent. I think that's just a little too much to ask.
Well, we'll see. He's got to lose weight to come down, Bobby. That's going to be another little factor. Of course, he's ended the career of many a great fighter. He just may be that he's waiting for the biggest of all, Chavez.
Ooh, big right hand by Norris. Blood all over the face of a game Pat Lawlor, hanging in there. Final 10 seconds of third. Lawlor taking a beating. Will he make it through this round?
This may be stopped in the corner. This may be stopped by the corner.
A blistering attack by Terry Norris as the bell sounds. That's it. Being waved off by referee Joe Cortez, and rightly so. A punishing, swarming attack by Terry Norris. And at the end of round 3, this one is history. So Terry Norris makes it 12 consecutive victories and raises his record to 33-3, 19 knockouts. Terrible Terry Norris with no problem against Pat Lawlor.
Let's take a look at early in the round, the definitive attack of Norris. I mean, he just won't quit. He's right on top of him, all uppercuts, tries to put in a few hooks, mainly uppercuts, but he just doesn't quit. He just keeps raining on the poor, hapless, and almost defenseless Lawlor. And the end of the fight is just exactly the same thing.
Yeah, here you see him backing him up again. Lawlor didn't want to be in the corner. He's back in the corner, and he's just tearing him up. Now, he's got him turned around, back of the head, side, top of the head, the bell rings. He's still beating on him, and basically it's over.
Constant pressure being applied by this young man, Terry Norris. And you know, he's only 25, Bobby, and amazing future for this youngster.
It's scary just how good he could be.
He'll fight Maurice Blocker on the February 20th card in Mexico City, and then he hopes perhaps against Julio Cesar Chavez. Let's go up for the official word from Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has been stopped at the end of round number 3. Referee in charge, Joe Cortez, stops the contest. The winner by way of technical knockout, the WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Terrible Terry Norris. Ladies and gentlemen,